Yes, I'm one of the beautiful bruskies and bruskies on a beautiful imagination. And the dark shadow member again. It does seem when it gets to that time again. It's that place again. It's time for My Hero Academia PkMn Crossover Season 4. That means the Ultima League, Part 34. And with Part 34 comes... They just now got it to the place, but you know, they just got here, so comes... And actually, if I stated the name of the place in a previous part or previous parts, I'm gonna change it because Ruby Red City, Sapphire Blue City. I mean, come on, it's obvious. Like with Pokemon Ruby version, Pokemon Sapphire version, and the remakes of those games. And so, like, the third game, which is obviously, like, Pokemon fucking Emerald. And, you know, emeralds are green. So, obviously, instead of Jade Green, you know what it would be. You know what it would fucking be. Yes, that's right. Our heroes, Naruto, Hinata, Gaara, and the new ones, Integra, Alucard, and Ceres. They're on their journey in the Ultima League, having already got 2 badges. The Hellfire, and then a Trench badge. And knowing about the fact that the gym leader here is a grass-type gym leader, and that her name is Bianca, and that she's actually the daughter of, well, the original Bianca in the Black and White games. You know, Black and White and Black and White 2. But since, her mother was too old to, Pokemon battle anymore, she lended a specific Pokemon to, her daughter, even though her daughter is a grass-type gym leader, and that Pokemon is not a grass-type. And so she still only uses 4 Pokemon, even though she has 5. She only uses the 5th one to do menial tasks, though it doesn't seem to mind doing the, menial tasks. Actually seems like quite fine unless it, starts to trip. And well, everyone resting up at the Pokemon Center, and then when they get out, they spread out looking for, well, considering that, Alucard just got himself a fucking Hitmontop. Even though Integra and, Ceres both got themselves a second Pokemon, Alucard now has 3 Pokemon. So I feel that they should get themselves, a Pokemon as well. Another Pokemon. However, they also feel that they, should, go on a shopping spree. Another one. And something that's going to really help Ceres is something that she actually buys during the shopping spree. And, well, actually, Integra actually gets her lucky break during the shopping spree. Because, well, there does seem to be one in stock at the PokeMart. Only one, though. An egg. And the coloration of the egg tells everyone definitely what this Pokemon is. It's an Eevee egg. And, well, basically the person that works at the PokeMart, basically, is like, there's a place, later on, that basically that has a giant rock that's basically half Leafy Rock, half Icy Rock, which are the two evolutions, one for Leafeon, one for Glaceon. So if the Eevee were to touch the Leafy Rock side, it would turn into a Leafeon, and if it were to touch the Icy Rock side, it would turn into a Glaceon. And so now Integra just has to think, well, what the fuck to think to do? And now she basically knows exactly what to do. Just think on what really she wants, well, Eevee to become, like whenever it eventually hatches. And gains enough power to actually become a formidable opponent. Because, as of now, Ceres is trying to train Togapi to be just that. And, well, the training seems to be working rather well. As well, we see, basically, training more of a spar in between Alucard and Ceres. Alucard using his newly cotted Hitmontop, making sure to tell Hitmontop to promise not to use Triple Kick during the spar. Because, Togepi is like a baby. And even though it's been growing in the levels, it's still not that, tough. Though, throughout these different spars, as they've been traveling, because they have been traveling a lot, because the distance in between, different, towns and cities varies throughout the Ultima League, Ultima region. And so, Togepi has actually gotten a lot of experience. And has even managed to somehow Ceres didn't know that this could even be possible. For a Pokemon besides Chansey or Blissey, or even Audino, to learn the move Soft Boil. Yes, Togepi somehow during, the training learned the move Soft Boil, and then right afterwards, automatically some light began to show, and whoosh! Togakiss! It evolved into Togakiss during their spar. On one of their spars, where Hitmontop accidentally did use triple kick, and well, Togepi had to defend, and the only way it seemed to be able to defend is by evolving and using some sort of move that only it would know as it was like a Togakiss. That move being Counter. Basically sending Hitmontop flying. And basically, Alucard and Ceres using basically their Pokedexes to see that Hitmontop and, well, not Togepi but Togakiss now are basically at equal level. Because, the fact that Hitmontop was not using its full power, not using triple kick, one of its, core moves, the thing that Hitmontop does, its triple kick, its main thing, its main flow, since it wasn't going all out, basically that would allow Togepi to catch up, not only that, but in levels, but not only that, but even evolve into Togakiss and learn Counter. And Soft Boil. Somehow. And well, Integra was happy for, Ceres and all. But, well, after everything that happened, they had to go fucking Pokemon Center again. Because Hitmontop was fucking destroyed after that counter. Whenever it did slip up and use actual triple kick. So yeah, fucking destroyed. And well, don't act like, Togakiss is magically better just because it evolved into Togakiss, Togepi's in it better because it just evolved into Togakiss, it's still hurting. Like hell. But hey, even, after getting treated, Ceres is, is just showering Togakiss with love. So much love. But then, like, the 6 of them, they all know that, Integra has that Eevee egg, so eventually it's gonna hatch into an Eevee and she's gonna have to train it. And then, find that place where the half leafy, half icy rock thing is. And it's apparently really big, so gonna have to be really careful. You know, go there and basically finally figure out if you decided right on which one of them you wanted to be. And for the longest time, she's been thinking, you know, Leafeon, but maybe, just maybe, she might, you know, turn her mind around. She's kind of been teeter-tottering, but most of the time she's been thinking about Leafeon. A little bit less about Glaceon, but she's still teeter-tottering on the two. Well, I mean, it's good that Togapi evolved and all. But, I mean, Integra has the Corvusquire, actually, because Rookity evolved. So, Corvusquire, Wooper, and an Eevee egg. And that basically has well, I mean, Integra has Corvusquire, Wooper, and an Eevee egg. So that's 3. And, well, Alucard has Marshadow, Plusle, and, well, him on top. But even though, I mean, Alucard helped her evolve her Togapi into frickin' Togakiss, but her starter Pokemon, her Noibat, evolved into a Noivern. But she thinks she's gonna need something more. And that's whenever they see a hole. Well, more precisely, everyone, including Integra and Alucard, see that hole. Notice I didn't include Ceres. Yeah, Ceres is too busy in her thoughts to see the hole. And so she falls in. What's that hole? And guess what she finds? And that's that hole.
pick Sensonic Complete Care, the #1 recommended water flosser brand, combined with...
An onyx tunnel. She had to fall into a fucking onyx tunnel. Ceres, you can do this. Ceres Victoria, you can do this. And you know, togakiss is out there. Even I was like, even Noivern is out there with the soothing bell. You know, just Noivern with the soothing bell around its neck. You know, Harkonnen is out there. They're both about to jump this onyx that I guess was sleeping, and you know, them fall like Ceres falling in there, just like pissed it off. You know, she's just like, okay, let's do this. Which one are you first? Harkonnen, blast with secret noise. And basically, just like rock polish helped them with that defense. Ching 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 ching. It was like, just like, no, ain't nothing. Like, eat that shit. Nom 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 nom. Onyx just ate that shit. For breakfast, lunch, and for dinner. Not even to mention snacks and for dessert. And so now Ceres is thinking, well, maybe togakiss. Maybe, oh yeah, I know. This is perfect. This will disorientate it completely. Metronome! Togakiss! And Noivern is just like, you got it. Like, Harkonnen is just like, you gotta be f***ing kidding me. I was like, do. And he's like, metronome for hyper beam. There's like nails Onyx with the hyper beam, and not even the rock polish can save its ass. Well, God knows what else is down here. Probably if anything else falls down here that's stronger than the Onyx is right now, we'll probably kill it. That's no way for somebody strong like you to go down. Yeah, I admit it. You're scary, tough, strong looking, so there's no way I'm gonna let you go down like that. And Onyx just looked at her like, are you serious? And, well, Ceres just like, I know strength whenever I see it. I saw it in Alucard's eyes, and I see it in yours, Onyx. And she just has her Pokeball out. And Onyx just closes the sides and just lets it happen. God, my English today. But, guess what? Ceres has a good present for Onyx. Because when she finally uses her escape rope, one of her many escape ropes, out of their many shopping sprees that she managed to get out of that fucking Onyx tunnel and cover it up with something. Well, she decides that before to get, they really actually do get to the third gym, they should do some training on their own time, their own Pokemon, after going to the Pokemon Center for whatever reason. And, well, Harkonnen, Togakiss, and you, Onyx, it's time. You were strong whenever, we were fighting you, but I think you should get a little bit stronger before I give you a little present. Because this could really help you for what we're wanting to do. And Onyx is curious. And, well, so, yeah, sure, let's do some training. And so, for a little while everybody's just enjoying the scenic, just life of just Emerald Green City. And, well, finally actually getting there. And, well, after finally done with the training, Ceres is finally going back there and basically, like, Integra and, well, basically, what she tells Integra and Alucard is that she was basically training all of her 3 Pokemon. Because even though this was training for Onyx, this is also training for Togakiss and, Noivern. Because they would get stronger from this too. It's just, after Onyx gets stronger, because of a little unique thing about it, it would, really benefit from this. Is what she tells them. And until she just pulls out something, Metal Coat. Or at least I believe that's the name of the item. And Alucard, knowing a lot about Pokemon, would just be like, Steelix. And Integra would just be like, the fuck? And basically just like, come out, Onyx. And Onyx looks really strong and really dangerous. Just like even more than whenever it was in the Onyx whole thing. Like, it looks like a truly powerful opponent. And Ceres is just like, just as planned. Now, your present for being a good boy. Mirror Coat. Like Metal Coat. And then big light. Like everybody blind. Everybody seeing this. Even Naruto, Hinata, and Gaara. Like, I'm blind. And then you just see this hulking ass ginormous creature. And you just hear and Alucard looking and he's just like, yep, that's right. She has a Steelix. So yes, let's run down the Pokemon here. We have Integra, her Corvusquire, and Wooper, and she has an EV egg when it basically comes out of the egg. There is a location within the Ultima region, which basically has a half grassy, half, icy rock thing, which either evolve into Leafeon or evolve into Glaceon. It's basically the purpose of that. It's actually very closely connected to this specific area. And with Alucard, we have Marshadow, which I finally have the typing down, and oh my god, I feel so fucking stupid. It's Ghost Fighting. The fuck? Well, I guess Shadow Punch does make more sense now, because it punches things. So, it basically Marshadow, then Plusle, then Hitmontop. That's Alucard's Pokemon so far. And well, as for Ceres, she basically Noivern with a Soothe Bell around the neck. And Togakiss. And after buying a metal coat from a Pokemart and training up, Onyx as a good boy, putting on that metal coat, and now Steelix. Those are her 3 Pokemon. Noivern, Togakiss, and Steelix. And so, as they basically enter the gym,
Sauron has returned.
And basically, whenever they walk in, basically there's a lot of remarks about basically looking like a pretty goth-like gym for basically a grass-type gym. Looking pretty goth, looking for like a grass-type gym. And then I see an Emboar, a fire-type Pokemon. You know, cleaning the freaking gardens. With watering them. This is basically watering the gardens. And, you know, tripping while on the way. And basically, a person helps it up. And basically, they take it over to a certain person. And basically, the person's like, Emboar, my dear. If Mom knew that you were still doing this, what would she think of me? None of that. I'm here to put grass types in a whole new light. I can't believe she left me with you. It's not like I hate you or anything, but a grass-type gym and there's a fire-type Pokemon just hanging around. It really does mess up the message. The whole goth aesthetic for the grass-type gym is to show that there can be more than one light than sunlight for a grass-type gym. People can be so one-note at times. You do know that, Emboar. Oh, by the way, Maxley. Thanks for helping with Emboar's little problem. And basically the guy, now known as Maxley, would basically be like, yes, Miss Bianca, I'll be on my way. And basically, you know, Bianca would just be like, honestly, if he wasn't my husband's brother, I would really want to kick him out of the gym. And basically everybody hearing that she already has a husband, the fuck? And then Bianca would then go on to say, she'd be like, then again, my husband did leave me for greener pastures. Ironic considering this is a grass-type gym, and God knows where he is. Like I actually give a fuck where he is. And then Emboar's just trying to cheer Bianca up. And then Bianca just like, well, what are you two just going to be two groups of trainers just going to be doing? Standing there like freaking wallflowers? Or actually going to try and challenge me? And everybody would just be like, basically, Naruto, Hinata, and Gaara would be like, oh no, they're the ones that are doing the gym challenge, we're just going along with them. So technically, we are kind of the wallflower of the group. Well, for most of the things. And, well, Bianca would just be like, oh, well, state your names, and then we can get to business. as you know, this is Emerald Green City, and I am Bianca, its gym leader. Grass-type gym leader, in fact. Hence the motif all around you. And should you manage to defeat me, 3 instead of 4, like the last 2 peons you probably faced, and well, should you actually manage to defeat me, you will get the knowledge badge. And why I'm saying knowledge badge is because, like, all of these, like, gym badges, like, follow this, dark motif, like, hellfire being, like, something, you know, hell, and, trench is a Mariana Trench, like, the deepest, darkest point, dark. And, well, knowledge as in tree of knowledge from the Bible. And basically after, Adam and Eve, took a bite out of that, oh shit, did shit get real. So yeah, that's why it's called the knowledge badge. As a nod to the tree of knowledge from the Bible. It's a tree, so, I mean, come on, grass-type gem, tree. Tree of knowledge. So, knowledge badge.
Recognize it. Yeah, you know it.
Yes. 3 of you, so I'll have to keep one Pokemon a secret. And Integra actually speaks up. She's like, actually, we've decided to take some sort of a formation. We'll go in a pattern. We've decided myself, then Ceres, then Alucard. That is, if needed. And, well, basically, Bianca just like, nice shake up of things. I like your style. Let's see if you can take on my Pokemon. Well, you see, there is one other oddball amongst my ranks. You could say this one was a gift from a friend. Well, I don't know much about them anymore, but I do thank them for this gift. Go, Cyclozar. Yes, Cyclozar. And, well, it's safe to say that you know, Integra and Ceres dogpile this guy. It's just, attack of the flying! Because Corvus Squire and Noivern on this dude. Hitting him with good old Steel Wing Synchronize combo. Synchronize this guy into the freaking Steel Wing from behind. And nail him from the front and from the behind. Bam! Two-piece combo, destruction mode. And Cyclozar is basically bang. However, seeing as, you know, these two have decided to go all two-piece combo on her, Bianca decides to basically two-piece combo on them. Foo. And basically, these two Pokemon are cactus Pokemon, but from different regions. One from Hoenn, one from Unova. Yeah, that's right. Cacturn and Maractus. Basically, it's like, go Cacturn, go Maractus. And Corvus Squire just gets a brutal swing to the face. And instant knockout. And basically, well, what happens with Harkonnen the Noivern? Will go for another Synchronoise, but Maractus, basically, that magical leaf, cuts through the Synchronoise and nails freaking Harkonnen. Not to mention a double freaking I forget what the name of the move was. I think it's Pen Needle. Basically a double Pen Needle and just shred. So, yeah. Down bad for good. And well, Integra and, you know, Ceres try to go, you know, basically Integra with her Wooper, and, you know, Ceres making this a 3v1 by sending out both her freaking Togakiss and her Steelix. And basically what happens, oh my god. Maractus goes from behind Cacturn goes from in front, and they both use Frenzy Plant. And everyone is down, except for them. And they don't really need much time to recharge, considering the turn that they use to recharge is basically all a turn that, considering that one Pokemon that, Integra does have, it's still an egg, so can't really use it. So yeah, she kinda is out. And since Sarah decided to go 2v1, yeah, she's out too. Yeah, Frenzy Plant from the front and the back. Total violation. And so Alucard is just like, oh fuck, she has like 3 Pokemon left. Fuck. And so she basically, like Alucard, he basically is like, Marshadow, Plusle, I think you know what to do. And basically, Marshadow gets out of his hair, and Plusle just jumps onto the scene. And they basically, Alucard is like given a notification that, figuring out a new move that apparently Marshadow knows how to use. Brick Break. Because I figured out about the fact that it's actually part fighting. I decided to give it a fighting move. Brick Break. And so basically, what Alucard decides to do is basically have Plusle wrap its tail around like Marshallow's arm and basically go running at them and activate Iron Tail at the same time Marshallow activates Brick Break. And basically this will make Plusle start to spin around and like a big ass drill drill straight through them. And this one-hit KOs freaking Cacturn. And then basically they backflip, sending them both hurling towards Maractus, insta-KOing it. And so yeah, they're ready to two-piece whatever's next. But oh no, they were so totally fucking wrong. Because Bianca just oh god. Go Superior. And basically, Alucard's just wait, what the fuck? What did you just say? And it's Superior. And basically, Alucard would just be Energy Ball and Shadow Ball. And just and circle around each other and go for a super attack. And it's just Leaf Blade once and then Wrap. Basically just use Leaf Blade to bat that attack away. And then wrap around the two, constricting them, causing them to lose lose all the lungs in their freaking body, like all the air in their body, causing them to pass out. And then, Superior will just stop, and then Alucard will have to be like, well, you're not the only one with an extra trick up your sleeve, Bianca. Go him on top. Him on top. As it will just go up, and basically Bianca will be like, Leaf Blade. And basically that would be the trick. Like Alucard will be like, arc down, him on top, triple kick all the way. And Bianca will not expect this, basically to intercept the Leaf Blade and then just cause it to smack itself in the face with the Leaf Blade. But, Superior ain't taking that bullshit. Nope, no, sorry. And, well, Bianca looks up, and Alucard sees why she's looking up, and just, realizes, glass fucking ceiling, are you serious? And then Bianca just looks at him and just, looking with that smile on her face. Superior, sunny day. And, Alucard's just work up him on top. And like that sound effect whenever you use work up. And Alucard's pretty sure he knows what she's about to do. And so he's like, him on top, be ready for anything. And basically him on top's getting right in that stance. And it's just Bianca's just it's Superior, use Solar Beam. And boom. And Alucard has this smirk and he's like, now, triple kick around the Solar Beam. Cause a stream. And basically, funnels it around into a Solar Beam tornado. It just up into the air and goes down as a freaking Solar Beam drill. Because, the part of its head that's the pointing thing. And just has it be like a freaking Solar Beam drill. Upon impact. And Bianca's like, must recharge, damn it. Wait a second. And it's basically like, oh yeah, sunny day, that's right. Don't have to. Prepare to get sucked. Frenzy Plant, Survivor. I'm Superior. And basically, just breaks through the Frenzy Plant. And the drill just hits straight dead on. And, Superior just gets nailed with that. But the thing is, him on top, don't act like him on top wasn't taking damage while in that freaking drill state. Because the Solar Beam was still around it. And that's Sunny Day powered Solar Beam. Thank you very much. Nah, no thanks. Actually, no thanks given. And, well, let's just say things... Him on top looks very worse for wear. Whenever it actually gets, up. And it's just like... stuff. And you know, its tail is the only thing keeping it balanced upwards. And Alucard is realizing that, and he's about to, you know, put it back in the Pokeball, and he's like, no, this isn't worth it. He cares too much about his Pokemon to, like, you know, do this to Hitmontop. And then Bianca just has this smirk, and it's like, ain't no fucking way. And they're just like, now, Superior Leaf Blade. And it's just like, automatically, as like Hitmontop hears that, just like grabs the tail of Superior, jumps up into the air, and foof, 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 foof. Yeah, Charizard ain't the only one that can do it. Ooh, seismic toss, boom! And right as soon as it hits solid ground, there's a blue explosion that happens that sends Hitmontop back into a wall, but still conscious somehow. But you know who isn't conscious? Superior. Because that was Focus Blast. Yeah. Focus Blast and, you know, well inside of a seismic toss. Yeah, that thing was still going on. That thing was going on while in the seismic toss and was fully released basically at the end of it. So Superior was getting even hurt by the, you know, freaking thing even before it actually got sent out. It was still getting hit because it was still there. It was being formed. So yeah, two-piece combo. Focus Blast, Seismic Toss, combo. Finally ending that shit. And ending Superior. Bianca's Superior. Oh my god, am I hungry. Basically, everybody just breathes a huge sigh of fucking relief for not just Alucard but Hitmontop, because, good god. Even, like, Plusle and Marshadow, who for a few seconds ago were, like, freaking asleep, rush over there and, like, Marshadow, dude, are you okay? I mean, Hitmontop, dude, are you okay? And basically, right as Hitmontop's about to fall backwards, can't even balance itself with its freaking tail. Like, Alucard catches all of them. Catches all of his Pokemon. And, well, as, you know, another trip to the Pokemon Center, oh my god. They're basically leaving. Basically, Bianca gets this call and she's like, yes? Fuck. Well, kiddies, looks like our little hotel estate of Emerald Green City has been compromised. Someone has manipulated the police into helping with such a compromise. Whoever has been able to do that is definitely on my shit list, right, boy? I think I know how I can ease this tension. Or at least I would if my instincts didn't say otherwise. Well, I'm headed towards the hotel estate. And Alucard and Integra will be like... Alucard and Integra will just basically... Integra really wouldn't follow because she would actually say that, along with Embor, she would keep the gym safe while, Bianca was gone. And well, so that basically leaves Alucard and Ceres to go and see what's up with the hotel estate of Emerald Grand City. And well, everything looks all in the clear except for some police officers that you basically have to kick their ass. Well, basically, the characters have to kick their ass. Which is pretty easy to do, seeing as they're basically cannon fodder. Sorry, I think some of my Maverick Renegade gaming stuff is filtering into my head here. Gotta keep everything nice and tidy so that doesn't happen. Well, basically they go up to the roof where they see the culprit of it all. Because I can't really say his name all that well, I just said it really fast, said some shit really fast. Whatever the fuck his name is. Otherwise known as the Dandy Man.
your whites looking more off-white? And I mean off, 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 off.
Millennium Grunts, PkMn 100, also known as the Dandy Man. Ah yes, the Dandy Man. So basically, it's 2v1 because Alucard and Ceres are doing this. So, actually, he seems to be more in, in the vein of Alexander Anderson, as he has 3 Pokemon. Ah, yes. I should love to show you your defeat before your very eyes. Mr. Mime, Sableye, let's do this. Mr. Mime! Santa! And basically, Alucard's just like, not half bad. And Ceres would be like, got some! As, well, Alucard would stand out. He'd be like, I think someone deserves some special time. And since I don't think, gonna have any problem with the next gym, let's get on a roll. Puzzle! Get out of here! And Puzzle just was like, I was wondering whenever I would actually get to show my stuff for real. Puzzle plus. And even though they're on top of a fucking hotel building, it's almost like Ceres doesn't fucking care. She's just like, go Steelix! And, well, it's like the Dandy Man is like, Mr. Mime, Psychic, Sableye, Nightshade. And basically, Alucard is just like, basically just like, electric terrain blast the shit out of Mr. Mime. Just instant solution. And, well, as for still getting hit by a freaking Nightshade, thing is huge. And, well, the next thing that happens, Steelix Iron Tail just whabank, like, almost knocks the Dandy Man off the damn hotel. Like, literally, the dude is thinking in his head, is she forgetting that I am literally on the roof? So if that thing hits me, I might actually fall off. And I will die. And then he just, like front flips basically back onto the roof. And he's just like gasping for air. He's like, Jesus! That Steelix has some punch. Eh, Sableye? Oh, Sableye is fucked. Like, Sableye just straight up fainted whenever he got hit with that Iron Tail. Yeah, after getting that training, that Onyx training, and then that Mirror Coat turning into Steelix. Steelix is a beast. Steelix is a menace to society. Poke society. Not just Steelix, but specifically Ceres' Steelix is a menace to Poke society. Because with just one Iron Tail, almost killed the frickin' Dandy Man and knocked frickin' Sableye the fuck out. And so just like last Pokemon. Basically just like, go, Air Slash! It's like, boom. Air Slash. And basically, it's like Alucard is like, Bustle, energy, like, Bustle, like, Electro Ball, and this actually gives Ceres an idea. Steelix. How about Earthquake? And Alucard's just looking at her like, what the fuck are you thinking? And basically, that shakes the entire place. And basically shoots the Electro Ball all the way so that it hits not just freaking Aegislash, but also like freaking the Dandy Man on the head at the same time, knocking them both out. Or at least it would knock them both out if it wasn't for Millennium's very interesting way of dealing with people who lose in Pokemon battles. Fire Shunshin death. Basically, death by Fire Shunshin. Death by Blue Fire Shunshin. And that is it with the Dandimon. Because basically, after almost destroying the entire building with Earthquake, Ceres is like, shit, sorry about that, Alucard. But, I just thought of an idea, and when I got it in my head, sorry. So yeah, a Steelix that knows Earthquake, oh my god. And basically, whenever Alucard and Ceres get back down there, they actually see that, Integra has actually, found someone. Apparently this person, is a sort of traveling person. We're just traveling around and just got in here and was just like, oh, these people look nice. Oh, wait. Oh, I know who the people are. They're Helsing. And I know that this guy's group is the something ducks or whatever. It has duck in it. The name of the group, it has like duck or ducks in it. in the name. Yes, Pep Bernadotte. Yeah, and he is a traveling trainer in this. And he will also be saying that he apparently saw something pretty wicked. He saw... well... apparently, at first, it seemed like all of the Lake Guardians were had by Millennium, but after some shenanigans by his boys, which ended up in their deaths, and, he kind of says that, it's kind of partly his fault that they died, but, also because of just the severity of the fact that these were the Lake Guardians of Sinnoh. That they were trying to freaking rescue from freaking, Millennium. Who apparently they already had them already. And apparently, with the last breath of last one of, the comrades of that specific battalion, because there's more than one battalion of these guys, it was just that specific battalion that died. So, with the last breath, the dude basically just said that, once they were freed, he saw them go off into different directions. But also that one of the Millennium members went off in the direction of one of the Lake Guardians, so that could be a very big problem. And Alucard is just dropping on this right now. Is do you have a description of that specific member? And the guy actually does have a description. And Alucard is just fuck. No fucking way. Schrodius. That guy, that doctor. And it's freaking Alucard is seething right now at the fact that this doctor guy or major or whoever could basically have ordered him to, if they ever lost any of the Lake Guardians, go after that specific Lake Guardian, or if they lose all of the Lake Guardians, at least go after one of them, so that they have some semblance of control. So, yeah, basically, Alucard now knows that Schrodinger is after one of the Lake Guardians, and actually, from whatever that guy said before he died, he also knows that some other group might also be after the Lake Guardians if somebody was also going in a specific direction in which one of the Lake Guardians went is anything to go by, because one of the people was actually looking at them go in that direction. Basically, they describe the name of the person. They describe the person. Basically, the person that stayed was Maxwell, and the person that went was Alexander Anderson. And basically, this means Alucard basically knows this that this means that the next time that he meets Alexander Anderson, he's probably going to have one of the Lake Guardians with him. And if he wasn't already dangerous enough, he's probably going to have one of the Lake Guardians with him. But like, what if like the third one? And well, that person, well, before they died, they weren't exactly sure about that. But they did say that it was flying towards there. You know, where Pip currently is. Though it didn't seem like it wanted to, you know, be around any humans. And that gives Alucard an idea. If Schrody's gonna have a freaking one of the members of the Lake Guardians, and also freaking Alexander Anderson, then why doesn't he, you know, try this out? After all, Izuku, one of his Pokemon that he had once, was freaking Tapu Koko, one of the freaking Island Guardians. So why doesn't, you know, he just decide to go for this? And so, Alucard just goes around until he sees, basically, a spot, basically, of grass, and there's some water around it. Basically like a very, like, meadow with some, like, a water and a very peaceful place, it seems. Almost like a wild area, but not too wild as to be like flourishing with wild Pokemon everywhere. It's very quiet and, you know, peaceful. Until he sees a rock and someone sitting on that rock that has their back towards them, but he knows who that person is because of the cat ears. And Alucard's just like, Shrody? And the person is just like, Still that nickname only, even though the fact that we're on different sides. Well, at least for now, we are. Yeah? What about it? Oh, by the way, the late Guardians, we might have got a major blow to us by losing 2 of them. But that's right, 2 of them. And there are 3, right? 3 late Guardians? 1 of emotion, 1 of knowledge, 1 of willpower. Mesprit, Yuxi, and Azelf. And well, I'll have you be the judge of which one this is. You're smart. I bet you can find it out. And Alucard will just be like, Mesprit, like guardian of emotion, and they had you, and Schrodinger's like, oh no, I caught it of my own free will. I wanted it to catch Mesprit, and it wanted to be with me. It feels our pain. Emotions. Mesprit is the Pokemon of emotions, Alucard! Just like across his face. Just like Alucard just like, and you know, Schrodinger would just say, that's for being stupid, Cardi. Yes, that's the nickname that Schrodinger gives Alucard. Cardi. Basically, he would just say, that's for being stupid, Cardi. Playing the idiot like you used to. And like you told me whenever I used to play it, it gets you nowhere. Playing the fool gets you nothing. It will get you nowhere in life. And so, well, I found the one who would, well, want me the most, and I would want it back the most. Well, it seems, like I said, it sensed our plight. Both of our plight. It knows that we share pain. It wants to be with me, even if it's the cost of the separation. It wants to end this senseless war that the Major wants to cause. Mesprit, can you not tell? It wants to help me end this bullshit. And Alucard is just like, Mesprit wants to be with you so that you can stop the Major in your own way. Well then, wait, what the? and then they just see something rocketing towards them. Or someone, something. And then they just hear this. That's the sound. Now there are 2 Lake Guardians. But then Marshadow, Plusle, and him on top all come on to a battlefield. And Alucard's like, "Wait, what are you doing?" And Plusle just like, cocks his head towards him. It's just like, duh, we're helping you. I mean, this is Alzo, like, as a... Basically, it's like, as of the Pokemon of freaking willpower, it's not as if it's gonna be an easy Pokemon to catch. And well, Alucard did know that he as sort of like a lucky charm, he did buy one, sort of different Pokeball while he was shopping spreeing. Black and yellow pattern on the upper half. Ultra Ball. But only one. So he would have to make it a good catch. And well, so it is done.
Sometimes your day feels like... When it does, you deserve an ice...
And now it would be time. Dun dun dun. First up, starter, Marshadow, that move, Brick Break, and basically, it's just like, the Brick Break goes straight towards it, and Azelf basically uses one of its tails, and then basically, Alucard snickers a little bit and uses the other hand for a shadow punch and boom! Chakalaka. Just nailing. And then it's now. Plusle, follow up with Voltackle. And then boom! Again. And then now, come on top, follow up with a triple kick. And basically, this time, Azelf catches it with a psychic and throws it back, hitting Alucard with triple kick. I was like, ow! Shit, that hurt. And then just like, but I'm not done yet. Seeing as how you reacted to that shadow punch, This is good. Now, plus electric terrain. And then it absorbs it, but instead of in a blast, it just shoots it in a stream, and is causing, Azelf to have to make frantic movements, and then basically, it doesn't see how it's basically getting checkmated into the right position, and then all of a sudden, it just hears, now, Marshadow, Shadow Punch, and boom, chakalaka, bang. And then basically, all the stream just connect together into a giant drill that just hits down and buries Azelf in there. And then just him on top jumps up and him on top! And then triple kick down into the drill. And explosion! Boom! And then first brick break sends it up. And then another one. Death! Like freaking Shadow Punch, boom! Out of it. That's what Azelf is. And just like that, just as Azelf is floating in the air, Alucard just goes over to help it. He gives it, little berry, and Azelf was just like, "Why did you just help me? Recover my strength." Connecting to Alucard, and it doesn't even know that. And Alucard's like, I'm an aura sensor, I can tell what you just said, and, well, because I love Pokemon. All Pokemon. And Azelf is like, a human who loves all Pokemon. And Alucard's like, I'm just gonna stop you right there. I'm not a human, I'm a monster. A vampire, more to be precise. Nosferatu. You get my drift now? But I still want to become a Pokemon Master. Though that does not mean I won't treat my Pokemon like how I would want to treat them. So, I will ask you, do you wish? And Azelf's like, well, I sensed something, and now I know. What I was sensing was correct. You are the one. If I am to lose my station as a Lake Guardian, then I will do it by your hands. And proudly. Azelf, myself, Azelf, of willpower, of all willpower, I am now yours. And basically, just goes in the Pokeball, just nods, and Alucard automatically, and no hesitation, just like with Hitmontop, and click. And Alucard's like, yes! Oh wait, holy fuck, legendary Pokemon. Oh, and by the way, this is only the third gym, and he already has a legendary. Well, technically, Marshadow is a legendary. Well, whatever. So technically, it shouldn't be a surprise. So yeah, you guys. Alucard actually gets a suspicious message by his X-Transceiver by an unknown caller. And yeah, but he decides, caution to the wind. And they're like, boom, and they're like, ah, yes. Maxwell, will you please go a little bit to the... Yes, sir. I believe you will remember this face. Oh, and by the way, Yuxi, it is okay for you to come out from the name of the Lord. But Yuxi just seems to be silent. It's like giving him the silent treatment, like, F you, dude. That is until Alucard decides, to nod to Schrodinger and to basically to have Yuxi see, it's basically his family and friends. Basically, as soon as basically Alucard sends out Azelf, and, well, Mesprit's already out, but, kind of curled around Schrodinger because, kind of protective hug, because, well, Schrodinger kind of gets this bad feeling around this Alexander Anderson guy, does not really like him. So Mesprit's just trying to, make us trying to feel more comfortable. But whenever they see their, buddy Yuxi, they have to. And that's the cry of Yuxi, the late guardian of knowledge. And Alucard's just like, So, Schrodinger got Mesprit before me. Wonder when you got Yuxi. And basically, like Alexander Anderson is like, but you're saying that as if that cat-eared boy doesn't have both of them. You mean you... And then he goes from paranoid to absolutely giddy with joy. Because, now he wants to destroy them extra more. And he is extra excited to destroy them. Because they have the other two, late guardians. The Vatican, Iscariot could benefit a lot from having those. In the name of the Lord, Alexander says, in the name of the Lord, it shall be done. Basically, all three of the late guardians looking at each other. Azelf next to Alucard, Mesprit next to Schrodinger, and, in the whole X-Transceiver call, Yuxi next to Alexander Anderson. Finally seeming to, lighten up a little bit. If only just because, it knows that, it's with people that it's, family are with people that will probably treat them right. Like, even though it's just a X-Transceiver call, it can kind of sense that those will treat them right. And this is further proven whenever we cut to Schrodinger, whenever we finally cut to Schrody, well, my spirit, looks like it's time to go. And basically, whenever they're back at base, the doctor's like, I see you are enjoying your fun with the Lake Guardian. And, well, Schrodinger's just like, her name is Mespirit, the Pokemon of emotions. And, the doctor's just like, hey, you will learn to not be disobedient to me, or to talk smack against me. I will not tolerate such... or you know what will happen. Oh, I'm sure you know what will happen. Then all of a sudden, dude gets just slammed against a wall, and Schrodinger, not expecting that, just freaks the fuck out until he sees that Mespirit did that. And Mespirit is just giving the doctor a death glare. He's like, you touch my trainer, and I will fucking kill you. And then Zoran comes out of nowhere with her giant-ass scythe, and basically uses Psychic to smack her in the face with her own weapon. And then basically the werewolf dude is like, well, what happened to Zoran? What happened to Doctor? I don't want to be any part of that. Look, he is wiser than them. And then basically the Major just comes the fuck out of nowhere. And he's just like, yes. Warrant Officer Schrodinger. The Lake Guardian, Mespirit, Pokemon of emotions. How kind of you to give us this present. Oh. 9999, Doctor. This is a matter we shall solve. Dr. Zoran, and you shall all leave now, or face the same fate as the other one. And I believe you know what I mean. Eaten alive. And they just get the fuck out of Dodge as soon as he says that. I was like, yeah, we need to get the fuck out of Dodge. And basically, the freaking Major pulls out a freaking Pokeball and is like, Protopass, entertain us. Protopass? Yes, dude has a fucking Protopass. Yes. Protopass, you may not look at the most brightest out of the crayons, but you still can't entertain us. Now, Warrant Officer Schrodinger. do you think about the betrayer? And Walter Sidornes. And basically, the freaking Schrodinger's like, wait, what? And basically, Walter comes up and is just like, yes, tally ho there. Warrant Officer Schrodinger. My name is Walter Sidornes. And, well... Major, you did say something about training the poor boy. Or at least in the expertise of Pokemon. That can be perfectly doable. And, Schrodinger will be like, wait, what's that around your arm? And what is that stone-looking thing? And wait, a Pokeball? And, Walter would just throw out a Pokeball and be like, go, Absol. Now, Mega Absolite. And just Mega Absol. I know you have a legendary Pokemon. Actually, two. If Ultra Beasts are believed to be in that same ballpark. Poipole and Mesprit. Very interesting. No, but Absol's only one training partner. Where are my manners? Oh yes, the other one. Major, permission to release the other one. And the Major would just be like, 9-9, Walter. Permission already granted. Permission already granted. And Walter would just be like, oh, why thank you, Major. This will be perfect. Salamence, let us entertain the thought of this boy being worthy. And when, by the way, and you just see that he has one, like, on the other arm, it's like, Mega Salamancite. Mega Salamence. Now, Major, where did you say the training room was again for this one specifically? As in, Warrant Officer, what'd you call him? Schrodinger? And basically, the Major would just be like, oh yes, and just like show the image and be like, oh yes, there. Come on, Warrant Officer Schrodinger. We have work to do. Now, I don't want this to be any slower than it already is. So, seeing as Mesprit is already out, you shall also do so with your other Pokemon. Poipole, was it? We will change that soon. We will change that very soon. And, Schrodinger not liking how he said that at all. And the fact that he's using a freaking Mega Absol and Mega Salamence to train his Pokemon? Dude! Super unfair. And basically, like, Schrodinger would realize that he was kind of, thinking out loud. But, they're a little far away from the Major, so he didn't really hear all that much. So, basically, but, guess who did? Walter. And Walter would be like, from your life experiences on your own, Schrodinger, you should know that the world is very unfair. So I expect nothing different. Now, no else your Pokemon won't be the only ones feeling it. And he would just show some, like, threads that looked like they were sharp enough to cut through somebody. Like several somebodies at once. And Schrodinger's like, yes, Walter? Yes, sir. So yeah, not a very good situation for Schrodinger. Dude's about to get sauced, and in the worst way possible. And I think this cryptic note is one we should leave off with, because I'm just that kind of bastard. Deuces.